It's good to see you, Mr. Secretary of State. I hope that you are not going to see a scene like that when the runoff is done in your state. How do you feel about your state first? How's it going?
Well, it went great in the fall election. We had record registration, record turnout, short lines. And what we're seeing right now is we're having just tremendous turnout. Right now, the last 3 days, every day beat the earliest record that we had was 237. We had 301, 307, and today we had about 250,000. So we're having record turnout every day. And so you're seeing some of the lines about that, but that's just because we're having a lot of voters enthusiasm. But people know that at the end of the day, we're going to have a fair count with a verifiable paper ballot, and we will audit this race to get back to voters and say, here's what the machines counted on election day, and here's what we found in the audit. So people have confidence in the results. And I know that half the people will be sad, the other half will be ecstatic. I get that. We're going to make sure we have an honest and fair election here in Georgia.
So you say it will be believable. So let's look at that on two counts. First one, the criticism of one day. Election is one day. Everybody should vote on one day. Early voting is by definition rigged. Your response?
We have had early voting now for well over 15 years in Georgia. We now have, during the main general election, we have 17 days of early voting. During this cycle, we're going to have 6 days of early voting, plus counties could have had Sunday voting, which is 7 days of early voting. Plenty of opportunities, but that allows the counties to actually allow that number of voters that we have show up to vote, be able to handle those large numbers that we have. And so the counties really appreciate having early voting. We do not tabulate any of the ballots until after 7 p.m. Yes, they are scanned, but they are not recorded. They're not tabulated until after 7 p.m. Everyone's vote is secure.
Now, you said something that I hope you're wrong about. You said half are going to be happy, half aren't going to be happy. I hope you're wrong. I hope it's not 50-50. If you have a 50-50.
Well, yeah, it'll probably be 51-49 or whatever that derivation is. But the side that comes up short is always disappointed. Not much different than a national championship football game. I get that. But people need to understand that we have fair and honest elections in Georgia. We make sure that our county election directors are making sure that they do their work, and they're really working under a tremendous, short time frame. We have a 4-week runoff, but they're doing remarkably well. We have record, turnout, like we said. Mm-hmm. Already, we've had 850,000 people will have shown up as of today for the last 3 days. Plus, you throw in any of the absentee ballots that we've had, plus the Sunday and Saturday voting. We're just having really strong turnout.
The only number I don't like that I see so far in your voting is that only a quarter of the votes so far are people under 50. We got to get young people more activated in our system. Let me ask you, when you look at Arizona, the people are angry there, but they're angry based on rumor and speculation. The only thing they have to go on, as a matter of fact, is what was reported early on that day and corrected that afternoon by state officials, many of whom are Republicans. What do you see in that level of angst, irregardless of the facts?
Well, in Georgia, what we do is we actually, for even the absentee ballots, we do pre-scanning, early scanning of those ballots. No tabulation, but we do scanning so that at 7 p.m., you can start reporting those results very early. Just like anyone that votes early, we are scanning those ballots right now, but we're not tabulating. But we can press the tabulation button and then upload those results very quickly. And that's what we did back in November. That's what we'll do next Tuesday. And that gives voters confidence in the process. When you don't have those results posted right away, it just leads to a lot of, potentials for conspiracy theories and all sorts of uncertainties. And so, there's something that people could consider, but I really stay in my lane of looking at what we do in Georgia. And I'm very proud of our county election directors, very proud of my state election director and his team. We're really making sure we have honest and fair elections and we report those results quickly. And like I said, we're going to do a risk limiting audit, Chris. We're going to make sure that we can verify that. We do a hand count of the risk limit audit to verify what the machine said so that you, at the end of the day, know exactly what the vote totals were.
So you check the machines that are doing the checking.
Absolutely.
That's about as good as you can ask. I get it. I get it. And just so people say, I know I've had Secretary Raffensperger on a few times. Stop calling him a Democrat. He's not a Democrat, okay? He's a state official, and he's a Republican. It says it on the screen every time he's on. All you have to do is Google it. Just because you don't like that he's saying that the election isn't all screwed up doesn't mean that's what party he's from. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, And you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.